Hello, and welcome to another update video about Solana. So here on the Solana chart, just want to show you first the long-term outlook, long-term chart, because Solana really has some long-term potential. I mean, this chart, even though it's not performing so well today, which isn't necessarily a surprise given the microstructure that we talked about in yesterday's video. The overall outlook, I mean, looks really good for Solana. I mean, it's one of the few charts that actually formed long-term a wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2 pullback, which is bullish because 5 waves up, corrective pullback forming a higher low, and from the 2023 low, or actually it's the December low 22, January 23, we have another 5 wave move up. Well, it would be great if this 5th wave could extend a bit further, maybe into the region 360, 370, 380, before a top forms in this cycle, and then a larger correction starts. And currently my assumption is, and that is, it remains, I have to remain flexible about it. I reserve the right to change my view about this, but I estimate that in Q1 we could form a major top across the sector. I mean, there will always be exceptions, right? But Solana is really following Bitcoin nicely. And there could be a catalyst, that brings it all down. And there could just be a short-term, like a catalyst, right, that starts it. So there could be a major correction. It's impossible to say how long it will take, but we are close to a top of the bull market in my view. Yes, it should still maybe a couple of months or so continue. And then, I don't know if you want to call this a bear market. We will have to see how it develops. But after a 5-wave move down, we expect a correction. So I will not call a top until we have actually broken some support levels. But once we get these 5 waves completed, it could be interesting to look for a correction. Actually, I mean, a lot of people will be, but, this is going to be, you should be so happy about it. I mean, getting Solana at a really good price after a 5-wave move up is a decent opportunity. And I'm really looking forward to that because that can be an opportunity across the sector, right? For good charts. And Solana, I think at least has the potential to become one. Based on what we see, could be maybe the next big one. And that's just what I wanted to show you on the larger time frame. I mean, zoomed in a little bit. We should go a little higher here in this cycle because we already have seen the 3rd wave. You might remember, not back in the day, but it was early in the year, I highlighted to you that it's not going to get easier in this cycle because the 3rd wave was the easy element to trade. It was quite easy, straightforward also to read the trend, which was clearly up. But then looking at the 4th wave, I mean, this is a mess always. And then the 5th wave always has the potential to become an ending diagonal, and these are messy. So a 3rd wave is typically the easiest element in a trend. So idea is that this is a 5th wave. And I mean, again, it could be wrong about it. I think it is a 5th wave. The question is, is there another way of counting it? I mean, I think this is it. But as I said, there might be another 4, 5. And, but we will have to see. Let's first see if we can get to that like 360, 370 level. Either way up there should be some kind of a top. And then we'll see if it's maybe a larger wave 4 or a wave 2. I would probably assume it's a wave 2. But that can be shallow as well. So this is a chart that definitely in the next major rally has a chance to reach significant levels. Am I calling for 4,000? At the moment it's only a mathematical projection, but I think it is a reasonable long-term projection that can be reached, similar to Bitcoin reaching, cycle after cycle higher levels. But this chart still has to prove itself long-term. But at the moment it's looking good. Then we want to take a look at the shorter time frame. This is not so interesting in the short term at the moment because Solana is simply moving sideways. We talked about this potential triangle pattern yesterday. I'm tracking a triangle here, and it actually didn't invalidate. Interesting, even though a lot of coins did push higher today. So in this case, the pattern is stronger than the overall sentiment in the market. Quite interesting. So we have support levels here on the shorter time frame. It is a bit of a mess, this short-term chart, because it's a triangle, so it represents indecision. So we could easily go higher. I told you what level needs to break for one more high. it's the $223 level. It's the last swing high here from Thursday. So breaking above that level will invalidate the green count. The green count suggests we have formed the wave 1 top here on Tuesday. This is an A wave down. This is a B wave triangle, which might need a little bit of a higher low and a lower high before we go down further. And then a C wave down would complete a wave 2. I mean, again, in similar ways, a lot of people are looking forward to this because it is a short-term 1-2 setup, right? We'll see if we get it. Question is, I'm looking at higher, but the overall question is, how deep is the pullback going to be that the market is offering? And for that potential pullback, we have a support area, which for green wave 2 is between $168 and $195. If something short-term a little bit more bearish is playing out, which would still be overall bullish as long as we're holding $152.74, well, then it's the yellow count that, again, could break below 168, which is the green counts support. But then 152 is going to be the next main one. So these are the key support levels. But first, we have to get a decision from the market. The market is currently moving in this sideways triangle. As I said, that represents indecision. I've sketched a triangle here that could break to the downside, as it would be a B wave triangle in this scenario, labeled A, B, no, sorry, not like that. A, B, C, yes, but the B wave is actually the triangle, which is then labeled A, B, C. It needs a higher low in wave D. We're on a good way. It's following the pattern, just filling in the pattern in great ways. And then an E wave would be a lower high, and then we could move down from there. That's what I'm watching for on the Solana chart, sideways and then down. This is support. And we have to see if we hold it. But first of all, also please understand, it would require a break to confirm the breakdown. Short term, that wouldn't be bearish. It would just be a short term, let's say, dip opportunity potentially. Short term support $204.50, that last swing low, and then the swing low from the 13th of November around $200.50. That's the update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Tomorrow we've got our 5 p.m. member live stream. So 5 p.m. UTC is the time zone. Tomorrow we're going to talk about possible bull market cycle top. How could the alt season unfold? This is the topic we're going to talk about and discuss in our member live stream. If you want to join the conversation, check out our membership and have a great weekend. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.